My overall thoughts on the beta, I like it. I like the direction Battlefield's going in, and I think what it feels like is like a mixture between Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 4 to some degree, or like a modern shooter version of Battlefield 1. I think there's definitely some things I'm not a big fan of, for sure, but I kind of knew that before I even played the game. Like the fact that the medic equipment has now been given to the support class, and assault has been made more of like this kind of run and gun based type class. I'm not a big fan of that, and I also think like most of the game has, I mean, the maps definitely aren't the best for the game and the showcase of what it is. I'm not a really big fan of the maps, but what I do like is it is high pace. There's definitely not a boring moment. I think I would prefer it if they could slow it down a little bit. If they could have time to kill be increased a bit. It feels like the time to kill is actually the same as Battlefield 1, which I wasn't that big of a fan of. But I do like Battlefield 4's time to kill, and I don't know if it's the same, but it definitely doesn't feel the same. I think BF4 had a little bit longer of a time to kill, but I could be wrong. At least it felt that way. And then as far as it goes for like gunplay, movement, I mean, it feels pretty fluid. I don't have really much of a problem when it comes to that. I think it's doing some really cool things. I like the drag and revive system a lot. I like the fact that people, I mean, near the end of the games, I started seeing more revives and stuff. So if people play those roles and they are reviving, it makes those functions in the game more visible, which is more fun. So what could I say in general? I'd probably say this game needs to increase the time to kill for sure, so that it takes a little longer. Or does it decrease? Not sure. And then also if we could just get to the point where the game has a little bit more with the customization, I think that would be cooler for the guns. Not for the characters. I really don't want to be able to customize my character. Unless they have skins for different like versions of your character, but it's not getting outrageous. It's just different like ghillie type suits or suits with different, little color schemes to them or something like that. Like variations of military suits would be cool. I do wish that we had the countries, but I don't think we're going to be able to get anything like that ever in any of these games. Most likely because they want to sell in most regions or something. But I would love to see countries back, United States, China, Russia, kind of like in Battlefield 4. And maybe we throw in some of the other militaries around the world, We could definitely find a way to incorporate them into the game. I could definitely see that being a lot of fun. But Battlefield 6 is a lot more promising and a lot better than what we got in Battlefield 5. So I enjoyed that a lot. And the gunplay is definitely a little fun. The game feels pretty smooth. Sometimes the hit registration seems a little weird and a little funky, but it's not so game breaking or bad that I can't enjoy it.